Today we will learn how to frame sentences. Framing sentences in English is different from framing sentences in Telugu. In Telugu we have subject, then object, then we get verb. But it is not so in case of English. Verb comes in between subject and verb. That is the first thing which we have to know while framing sentences. So not only that, how to frame positive statements, how to frame negative statements, all these things we have to know, and agreement of subject with verb, that is very, very important. For example, if you take the sentence, Rama speaks English fluently. Here we use the word speaks. Why did we use the word speaks? Rama is third person singular. In case of third person singular, we have to add s to the verb. Suppose if we say, Gopal doesn't speak English fluently, that is the negative form. Here we have to use does, do form. What is the do? Auxiliary verb. Do is said to be auxiliary verb, and he doesn't speak. Again we should not say speaks. Gopal doesn't speak English fluently. These things are called agreement of subject with verb. When we are taking a positive, positive statements, that is one way, and then if we use negative statements, we have to use auxiliary verbs. If we use auxiliary verbs like may, can, must, we can use the same auxiliary verbs. There is no problem in that. But when there is no auxiliary verb, while framing negative statements or questions, we have to be very, very careful. We have to use the auxiliary verb do forms. Do, does, did. These we have to use. That is very, very important aspect. And when we are talking about first person, whenever we are talking about first person, I speak English fluently. Here first person singular, we have to use the same word, speak. You speak English fluently. Second person, we have to use the same word. Whether it is first person singular or plural, second person singular or plural, we have to use the same word. If it is third person singular only, we have to add s to the verb if the sentence is in simple present tense. Other tenses we will think about it later, but as far as simple present tense is concerned, you have to be very careful while framing statements, negative forms and questions. Let us know all those things. Let us know how to frame sentences in simple present form. Take the first sentence. I know Telugu. What is subject there? I is the subject. What is object? Telugu is object. What is verb? No is verb. First of all, we must know the sentence is in simple present tense. Then it is in the form of statement. We are giving statement. And what is the negative form of it? I don't know Telugu. Here there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, right? So we have to use do forms. And why should we use don't? We have to use don't because here the word is in simple present tense. We have to use do form. That is the first thing we have to know. Another thing is here agreement of subject. Whenever we discuss about agreement of subject, I is in first person singular. Then we should not add s to the main verb. Similarly, in negative form also, we should not add s to auxiliary verb. Right? So, I know Telugu. Negative form of it is I don't know Telugu. He knows Telugu. Come to the next one. He knows Telugu. Here, what is subject there? He is subject. What is object? Telugu. What is verb? Knows. See here, the subject is in third person singular. So, we have to add s to the verb. Similarly, we don't have auxiliary verb there, so we have to introduce auxiliary verb do, and since knows, s is added to the main verb, so we have to use does in negative form. He doesn't know Telugu. Again we should not say he doesn't know is wrong. He doesn't know Telugu. There we have to remove s in the main verb while making negative form. The other aspect which is very important in English language is the subject which the verb follows. Let us see some more examples here. We know you know, they know. Here we use the plural form of the first person. For you we use as singular and plural, and they is the plural form of third person. So first person, whether it is singular or plural, second person singular or plural, third person plural, we need not add s to the verb if it is in simple present tense. Same in case of negatives also. We know. What is the negative form of it? We don't know. You know. You don't know. What is the negative form of they know? They don't know. So all these things which we have to keep in mind while framing sentences. If the subject which is used is proper noun, how to frame sentences? Let us see the examples there. Navin sings songs melodiously. Here Navin is subject and it is proper noun. And we are talking about one person, so we have to add s to the verb. And the statement, it is statement, right? Come to the second one. Navin sings, but Mohan doesn't sing. In the second sentence, two proper nouns are used. What are they? Navin and Mohan. See, the first part of the sentence is positive statement. Navin sings. But if you take the second part of it, Mohan doesn't sing. So, the second part is in negative. We have to use does. Now, let us come to the third sentence. Both Navya and Kavya dance beautifully. Here, both Navya and Kavya are proper nouns. So, and it is plural. So, we have to take it as plural form. As such, in the verb, main verb, we need not add s. And then both Navya and Kavya dance beautifully. What is the negative form of it? They don't dance. We have to use do form, not does, do form. In plural form, if we want to make a negative, we have to use do. This is what we have to keep in mind while framing statements and negative sentences. How to frame yes or no type of questions if the sentences are in simple present tense. Let us see the examples here. Do you like sweets? Yes, I like. No, I don't. You can simply say no, I don't, or you can say no, I don't like. Similarly, does she paint? Yes, she paints. You can say yes, she does also, no problem. The negative form of it is no, she doesn't. So all these things which you have to keep in mind, especially agreement of subject. If the subject may be proper noun or pronoun, we have to keep all these things in mind while framing questions, statements and negative forms if the sentences are in simple present tense.